again with another video, and I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Plan on taking no more than 30 minutes to get to the topic. And as you can see by the screen, humanity is disgusting, yet they continue to breed to boost their egos. And I have stop reincarnation. Now, a lot of people may not believe in reincarnation, but I do. And with the very thought of it, it's sort of creepy. It's sort of fucked up because, like, people can't control who they come through, and everybody acts like it's so cool, like, especially the women, like, because they want that, they want this, I want this, I want one, I want one. They're acting like it's some type of a toy in a store or a piece of candy on a shelf. They're acting like it's a burger from a burger stand, or it's just some type of a piece of chicken from a drive-through chicken restaurant. I want that. I want that. Oh, let me get a upsize that. Give me some fries. You know, I want one. I want one. It's just weird to me. It's creepy that the idea of someone else having that much power that they can decide that they want to force you into this existence against your will because of what they want. And they don't. Because if they did, they want to, you know, they're basically saying in that sense, your entire life, they want to make sure you're good. Now, don't nobody want to be cooped up with these people, you know what I'm saying, forever. But it's so creepy the way this system is made. People they brag about effing when they look at the woman and her stomach's poked out, that means they did a good job. But when it gets difficult and everybody's crying and complaining all over the place, it's it's stressful now. Wait, none of this shit makes sense to me. This world makes no sense. The breeding the breeding farms make no sense. The religion to give people hope makes no sense to me. It doesn't. It's sort of like the movie The Mummy. Okay, if anybody remember the movie The Mummy was sleep, okay? And people in their nosiness and their want and their need awakened the mummy, and all hell broke loose. And then they try to hurry up. Now they want to destroy the mummy. Just like it's like Frankenstein and the Mummy, the movie. Both of them had to do with people being nosy and people acting like they wanted something so bad, and then they created a disaster. Their own creations destroyed the world, not the animals, them. Frankenstein was about the story of the mad scientist that made it was talking about parents, it was talking about men and women, okay, and how out of their own desperation to have quote unquote meaning for life, they would awaken a spirit that wasn't even existing in this realm, but it was in a spirit realm to bring them here because of what they want. Can you imagine being in paradise and all of a sudden you feel this tugging, being pulled, or this heaviness because you're being prepared to be pulled into a hellish world because a woman or some dude, it's really the dude it's the woman that wanted to get knocked up and do that to herself because she wanted meaning, to feel like a complete woman. So the spirit is in the spirit realm kicking it and suddenly feels this heaviness of this world, which is why the kids come out crying. And it's supposed to be some type of celebration. That kid has to grow up. She wants to have this desire to bring it here to teach it how to be a slave like her. Teach it how to do the stereotypical things. If it's a girl, you're going to learn you are here in this room to learn the stereotypes because I wanted you. As long as you're small, when you start to get big, it becomes now it's too stressful. But they bring them here to teach them these roles on this earth that are non beneficial to that being that they pulled into this realm through their inability to control their lust. They effed and they tried to make sense of this shit and turn it into days of passion Christ and all this stuff. And made it seem like it was the reason that even the Christ, the same thing happened to him. But who lived in the Christ that they've been passing down all these years to give you hope. Very story. And all of a sudden, God was like, "Oh, son, I know I've liked you up here. I like you by my side, but I want to send you down to hell. I want to send you down into, human bodies, and I want you to see what Earth's like." And he was like, "Why do I need to go down there? Because I need you to save the humans. Why? I need you to save humanity from their own stupid choices. And even after they take your life, they're still going to be stupid. But I just want it has to be done. It's written because I wrote it, and the same way I wrote it, I can probably unwrite it because I wrote it, and so I don't want to erase it. So I need you to go down because I'm going to put you down there into Mary's body against her will. But don't worry, it's going to be fine. And then after that, you're going to be hunted your whole life, hated your whole life for being different. And wait, there's more. Um, and then people are going to follow you all around, and in the end, they're going to take your life. I love you though. See you soon. But nothing, and sit them down there. That's what happened to us. Some woman was sitting around with no meaning to her life. I want to push your kid out. The fuck? Then she got with some dude that probably was not as excited as her, and she was trying to make it feel guilty. You should want this. What are we? So what are we? I just want to enjoy what we are. No, we need meaning. We need structure. Okay, we could be structured, save our money, enjoy the world. No, I don't want to enjoy the world. I want to bring somebody into this world to be a taxpayer. What the fuck? What are you saying? Dudes actually be making more sense sometimes. Okay, the women they talk about baby brain, all this stupid shit, baby batter, whatever. All of us aren't like that, but a lot of the women be sort of stupid. They are. A lot of the guys, some of them are into that same shit too, but majority of the women bring the idea up. Okay, I wanna make a start a family, and the way we do that is by starting an F. And okay, like we could bring them here. We could teach them what girls do, what boys do, so they can act like us. Well, why don't we just adopt? No, let's create our own. Let's create our own Ken dolls and Barbie dolls. Oh God! And then we can teach them how to get a license because they're going to need it in this world. And then we could teach them how to slave. Psych. We want them to be educated because they're not going to use that shit anywhere. We're going to teach the girls. We want them to have low self esteem so they're easier to control. And we want the dudes to play these over macho roles to eventually give them health problems. And then we'll create stupid ass wars because we want all these kids. They're going to eventually grow up. And none of this shit makes any sense. And then when we fucked up our lives so bad, we're going to play it off, run the church. These are some fucking idiots. I'm sorry. They're all idiots. All of them. We're going to create a book and we're going to make sure we put our favorite part, be fruitful and multiply, and create our own demise. Like like Frankenstein's mad scientist. When the world gets so bad and we realize that we fucked up, we're just going to come up with something called politics, and that way we won't have to take control. We could put the power in a president. Not our fault. And then it could be like a rat race, like the Squid Games. I'm sorry. Way before the Squid Games, the movie is dope, by the way, always. But humanity invented the Squid Games. All this shit is Squid Games. All of it. Way before the Squid Game movie ever came out, right? Humanity has always been doing this shit. Why are you doing this? We gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it going. We gotta shut the fuck. What is going on? We don't need to go extinct. You won't be alive. What are you talking about? And whatever shit you didn't resolve, you pass it down to your kids. You pass your genes down, your illnesses down, your bad health down, your ways down. You pass shit that nobody really wants down. And then you got to start praying because you did it. And now it's time to pray for what you created that you probably wouldn't have to pray for had you not ever did that. You ever thought of that? Okay. Humans did this. Humans, this experience is the Squid Games. You want to know why? Because in the Squid Games, remember they had this money up in the vault. It was a lot of it too. But did you notice every time somebody like died, more money went to the bank, and the people got greedier, greedier, and greedier, and greedier, and greedier? The sucker punch is it was going to boil down to only two people. It could have been thousands of them in the beginning. But the stupid shit is that in the end, there was going to be two people battling each other, and only one could get all the money. Doesn't it sound like the process of men and women populating or getting together and then, swimming, racing, whatever they say, to get into the mother's womb and her egg and all that bullshit just to get into this world and be the games seem very similar to this shit. It was all hilarious. They walked on glass just to fall through the glass to get to the other side. And when something fell through or something went wrong, somebody passed on more money. The money increased, which made them even more vicious, competitive, and vicious to get to that money. It was less about humanity and more about to the money. Okay? Squid Games is really deeper than what people think. It's seen as entertainment in movies, but it's really telling you about the world we live in and the reason why they breed to begin with. Okay? What have they been saying lately about needing more people to be bred in this world? They throw a little money at the women to breed. They give the little parents a couple of more pennies for their little, token for effing. Okay, so that they can bring more slaves here. And they start effing and humping all over each other just to bring people here. Squid Games, you put them all in one room, 2020. You put them all in one room with bunk beds. You people in mask come out and explain the game to them. What it means, what's going to happen, how many people, what happens when people, F up. You don't move on. Only the people who pass the test will move on. This is even deeper than Saw 1 and Saw 2. Squid Games is actually very deep. And, you know, if you don't make it or you do something like that, then your money goes back into the bank and the rest of the players continue to fight, compete down to the blood, to the death for that money on top of their head. Only one person will win. You get what I'm saying? Only one person. They should have had them, having religion in there with them. But anyway, so remember the scene where they're playing not hide and go seek. Simon says go or something like that. Where they had this little doll and it would turn its back and the people would run. And then when the doll turned around, they cannot move. If they stop and you move, you get popped. Right? So people would just take off running to see and make sure as they get as close as they can to that doll. So the next time it turned around, they would just get there. Because if you were further away and for any reason your nose itched or fly got in your eye and you twitched, that was it. Okay, in the Squid Games. A lot of people did not make that first round. Then it was the playground with the little cookies. Okay. Stupid, weird test, right? Weird test. And all of it was for money. All of it was for, in the end, people don't want to admit that they're doing this for what? What are you doing it for? They don't even know why the fuck they're doing this shit. right? Remember that scene at the playground? You had these grown people cutting out cookies with like a needle and trying their best not to break the cookie. If you broke the cookie, you failed. Some people, if they did it, it was always some type of guard watching them. Okay. Remember in this earth, they talk about heaven and hell and how someone's always watching and knows everything, omnipresent, all knowing, all seeing, right? But if you saw everything and you know this world is fucked up and you know that the people who were put into this shit did not ask for this, why would you do that? Just like the Squid Games. Those guards were standing there while they were trying their best not to break the cookie. You have to perfectly cut it out of the center, intact, to pass that part. If not, they popped you right there. Okay. There was another scene where they were in the dormitory with and they start turning on each other because as the numbers start dwindling down and down, they were really few, they start switching sides, right? The people who acting all nice in the beginning, it's okay. Politics can change people, and all of a sudden people start like thinking, "I won. We're the best people. You're the worst people. We're good. Y'all are losers." But in the end, it's the graveyard for everybody. So what the fuck are you talking about? You get okay? It's red or blue. Red or blue. It's like a mixture of Johnny Darko, The Matrix, um, what's the other one? The Purge and Squid Games. Okay, that's what this earth seems like, and people doing the dumbest shit without thinking about what they're doing. That gives you purpose. Having and breathing after you live gives you purpose. Gives you purpose, but does it give the person you're bringing here purpose? Okay, that's giving them purpose. Them. But is it giving bread purpose? For example, people breed animals. They won't let the animals do what they do. They take it upon themselves to breed certain type of breed they would like to see to make money off of that breed. They breed the cows, artificial insemination, to get the breed, to make the milk for your cereal, to make the cheese for your Doritos or your taco. They breed them. It isn't because they care about the animal. They need something from them. How the animals would normally go and select for themselves, want to speed it up. So the humans go have on this glove, and they'll take the female cow, sometimes the horses, and they will take the glove and they will inseminate the cow to speed up the process to make them hurry up and breed. They need meat, they want beef, they want cheese, they want milk for the cereal, they want yogurt, and that's why they're breeding that animal. They don't care about the animal, and they do not care about its cows. They care about these groceries stocked and making sure that but they're doing it in the wrong way. You get what and the way they do the animals, especially down to like livestock, same way it's done with people, but people think they're above the animals. They think they're so much different and so much better. Worst thing about them is their herder or their shepherd is politicians that lead them down the slaughterhouse. Okay, you know how you have the shepherd dog. They keep all the cow in the line. You know, run outside, stay in line. The farmers, the butchers, and when I talk about this type of stuff, you know, we're in this era now where they want to make sure everybody breeds. So they're only doing this to certain people channels because we're deeper. Okay, just like the movie The Matrix, we see that this shit is retarded. and we're not breeding. Like, we don't want to breed them slaves. We don't want to breed their future slaves. Okay. And I was talking about how this life is similar to the Squid Games, and I don't know where it cut off. I just know that it shut me off in the middle of talking. So I'm pretty sure they probably bleeped out a lot of the shit I was saying because they don't want the child free people speaking about this shit. Okay. They want these people to be idiots, effing all over the place, walking around with their shit jingling around, bringing people into this existence just because of what they want, fucking their lives up, signing them up to be to see who they're going to vote for. They wouldn't have done any of this. I realize I am an antinatalist, by the way. I am. I realize I've always been. Even when I was a kid, I was an antinatalist. So I'm child free and an antinatalist. That would never change. Okay. Um, and I'm from a culture where that's not the norm, but I've always been this way. As far back as I can remember, as far back as around 6, I've always been like this. I never seen somebody being able to flop all over me and breed. It just sounds gross. You get what I'm saying? Ew. It reminds me of that movie Predators or the Alien when they have goop and popping out. Talk about the aliens. I think it's us. Okay, we're the motherfucking aliens, the people. Look how they breed. Creation is a competition. The movie, you beat the economy and think it's a honor. We're doing it. We're giving you slaves. That's breeding. They keep stock. You know something's wrong when society keeps track of how many people breed per household, per woman, and more so on the and they really want to silence us real bad. These people still going to be dumb as fuck. Let them breed. Let them breed themselves into a stupor. We can be able to communicate with each other about this shit. But when we start talking about it, it's like they get bothered by it. This is definitely the hell realm. They want to keep this shit stain as full as possible with dumbed down women and dumbed down dudes. And they hope that you breed dumbed down offspring so that they don't realize what's going on. The same way they try to dumb down the animals, because animals roaming free, they're very intuitive. When people get involved, they dumb the animals down. That's how they don't realize they're about to get slaughtered. They can sense it. Politicians dumb down the people before the slaughter. And the people are so gullible, thirsty, and needy, they'll believe anything. And they know the end result every time, but they just keep on acting stupid. Then they just breed along the way. It's just gross. And they do this to boost their egos to give their self meaning. The rest of us, we don't want to be on the reincarnation wheel. Let them continue to reincarnate with each other. We don't ever want to come through their raggedy ass bodies. Okay? Imagine that. The people who love breeding all over the place, and those of us who refuse to breed. And we also happen to be antinatalists. Some of us may be people who do not want to reincarnate. Imagine that. Imagine there's some people still on this earth after we've gotten, up in those ages and we go on. And imagine somebody who loves to breed and F and breed. They can't just F, they breed with it. Imagine that we got our wish and we went on to the ethers. And then all of a sudden, we get sucked back into this dimension from somebody who likes to F and breed. Bitch, you wanted to breed. We didn't. We didn't want to be here in this. Why are you doing this? Then people celebrate them. You did good. You did good. You got what you want. It's like, no, no, no. Make them come back over and over again. Make them deal with the error of their ways every single time. As the world gets worse and worse, let them keep coming back to it because they wanted it. They like to breed. Remember? Us, the ones of us that know damn well what we want, we shouldn't have to come through these bitches. Breed yourself out. Push yourself out of yourself if you want. You know what I'm saying? For the women and the men. How would I be concerned about 500 years from now? I'm not going to be in this world for 500 years. Neither will you. Why the fuck you're not going to be what you read and the hell you created for them from your coochie and squeeze them into while you praise and your narcissistic glory for effing and pound lifestyle. And now you're celebrating you for getting your backbone out. Oh, okay, so annoying. About the mother, and it's really more about the mother. It's about her. It's not about that kid. It's about how she makes her look, or he makes her look. Don't embarrass me out in this world. And when you get of age, you are now. It's time for you to be a taxpayer. Time for you. They train you how to be a follower. They expect for you to start breeding at a certain age, just like them. Bring more people into this hell. It's the smart ones that refuse to bring people into hell. Like dumbass. Ungrateful. Grateful for what? You did this. We realize there's something better, and this rim isn't it. Okay? Let them breed themselves into a stupor. Dumbasses. They create all these systems to make sense of shit that they did. Like, you need religion to keep you in track, but you if to bring people here, you don't know how to keep yourself in track. You need religion to remind you to be a good person. You need politicians to remind you to follow the rules. What rules? What are you talking about? All these things to entertain you because you want something to take your mind off of the stress that you said you wanted because you wanted to breathe. You wanted to breathe. You wanted this. So why do you need all these things to entertain you now? To take your mind off of the realities of life. Some people even pass down fucked up genes. They're not even thinking about that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. They are incapable of leading themselves, so they appoint a leader to lead them because they want to breed you, but they need a leader to keep them in line. But they also need a pie in the sky. They need a creator in the sky, and they also need a politician to keep them in check. But then they had you because they wanted you. They're not in control of shit, but you're breeding. Oh, God, this is just annoying. It's just irritating. I know one thing. I don't want to come through any woman's body ever in this life again. I don't give a damn if it's through a cesarean with her or her pushing out of her cooch. I don't want to be reincarnated from another motherfucker. Why are they that damn slow to not think about this shit? Oh, I don't care what they want. We want an elf. We want an elf. It's just like fucking wild bonobos, like fucking bonobos and chimpanzees. That's how they act. No disrespect to the animals, but they act the way that they think that the animals act. The animals, you would expect them to do that. That's their. But the humans act like that. Like, what's the name of the movie? Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. That's what they're acting like. This is horrible, and they try to make sense out of it. What sense does this make? Why are you doing this? Then they groom the girls. This is what you should want. This is how you act. This is how you sit. This is how you walk. And you should want to breed. The Lord, you should breed, breed, breed. Ew. Doesn't that sound gross to you? Fuck. This world only needs to breed the same way they need a cow to breed for beef, so that you can make spaghetti. If you're a vegetarian and you're using fake meat, they need these women breed to be cockeyed and dumb, just breeding, praying. We wouldn't have to pray so hard if we wouldn't put all these stresses on ourselves. We need meaning. Effing is the way to get meaning. Come on, let's start effing, effing and breathe. Now we get responsibilities. It's like, come on, man. Duh, duh. That's how you find purpose and meaning in your life. On your back, he finds purpose. What is that? Creating another being, another peg in the system. It's like, if you need more cheese, why not come up with another creative way? Like plant based, they created that, but people prefer it from the dairy, so they put more pressure on the cow, the woman cow. The woman cow can't make that. The woman them beef from her body. She can create more cows. They can actually grow up and become beef. She can give them milk. She can give them yogurt. She can give them a whole lot of shit. So they really need them to breed and bunch. Okay? These humans are fucking dumb. We're the aliens for the child-free people. I think maybe we're the aliens because we look at them like some type of experiment. Like, what are you doing? Why contributing to this breeding farm, this breeding brothel with these idiots. You get what I'm saying? What if we are the ones that are the aliens? What if we are the child free women and the child free men that have no desire to be like insects that just coming through for experience in this world we didn't even ask for, but we're here and we're looking at how ignorant these bitches are. We are the rare ones. We're rare. We don't have no desire for shit at all. That's not our purpose, effing on our backs. And the dudes don't feel their purpose is skeeting all over the room like a fucking fire hydrant. And the women just on their back the whole time. You might as well just become a hoe and get a pimp. Shit. The women who do that, it, people look down on them for what? At least they honest. At least they're not dumb at all, like people think. These ones that try to make it seem like they're so much better than those women, the women who do that, but you're not making any sense. You had the kids and then you complain about how stressed out you are. You turn to a politician because you have no power, because you're not a real leader. All you're doing is copying and pasting, and then you get disappointed when your kids don't want to follow in your footsteps because you won't have grandkids. You definitely won't. Humanity is gross, not the animals. Humanity is gross as fuck. And the way I'm just being honest, y'all, the way that we'll be reincarnated more than ever, we have to come through somebody's body, right? And guess who keeps wanting to breed the most out of both genders? Do you think it's women or men that want to continue to breed over and over? Who do you think thinks it's cute to walk around with your stomach poked out? Do you understand that tumors and not, somebody being knocked up looks exactly the same? Who do you think? Do you think if a guy would have to do that, do you think he would be cool with that over and over? Stretching his coochie out? Definitely not. Who keeps thinking it is cute so that they can brag and tell people how long they were in labor and hold it over their kid's head? Who does that? The reincarnation will, to be honest, it's through the female gender, not the male gender. It takes both, yes. But we can't get here unless we come through somebody's body and get into this realm. And as long as people keep voluntarily doing this, I hate to say it, but we've got to figure this reincarnation shit out for those of us who do not want to do this. Because to be honest, it's very easy for us to get into this realm because of the low self esteem, the need for so called purpose when they have no other power in the world. Notice the richest people in the world don't breed the way that the poorest ones do because they want to maintain certain things. They don't let people tell them that you should breed for purpose. Have you noticed that shit? Do you see Oprah breeding like that? Just on her back, just I need purpose, I need purpose. Do you notice that? I didn't say overnight success. I said like the wealthiest people in the world. Do you see them with their bodies hiked up like that? They only, if anything, they only have like a few. It's the people who don't really have shit that keep doing it. You need purpose. You need to stay stable. The fuck you need dough. What the fuck are you doing? You could barely eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich with your effing. How the fuck are you gonna feed the kids? You could barely buy a slice of bread. What the fuck are you doing? You need meaning. Try stability. Try figuring yourself out. I don't want to know myself. I want to F. I want to see someone who look like me. I don't want to look at my pictures. I want to see. I don't want anybody from the. I don't want to adopt. I don't. I just want to F and make another copy to fuck up. What? I'm a woman and I don't have that desire ever. And there's plenty of women out here that thinks it's absolutely dumb as fuck. We need purpose. Let's F. And not only F, there's nothing wrong with. But But let's breathe. Yeah, money? No. You have a plan? No. God's gonna help. God's gonna make a way. God's gonna make a way. He gonna help me and my kids that didn't have to deal with this if I hadn't effed and brought them into this world because I wanted people to lift me up. Now they feeling sorry for me. Woe me. I keep effing. I keep on effing. Alive with you. I don't want his balls being blue. Yeah, yeah. I can't stop breathing. I can't, yeah. Sometime I feel good. Sometime I feel used. I keep on breathing in the bed with you. And I keep on effing over and over, unprotected with you. And I don't know what a condom will do for you. I keep on breathing. Yo, we are different. Yeah, we are different. All of us, they don't know where the hell we come from, but we laugh at their ass because it's annoying. Then they sit up there crying. We can't get this shit get on my nerves. Lucky you guys. It must be nice to sit around with your legs closed and your pants pulled up, formulating a plan on how to make it in this world that we brought you into. Must be nice to get extra sleep in a day instead of effing when you breathing and then regretting it. Must be nice. What the why do you have all that anger towards us? You guys are so effing selfish. Walking around, doing whatever you want, thinking with your brains. What? But everybody can do that. Thinking with your brains, with your organs that everybody has. You guys think you're better than everybody. What? Are you serious? We have these conversations amongst each other. We wouldn't dare just walk up on you like you all do with us because we don't give a fuck. We having these conversations amongst each other to post check each other to make sure that. Do you guys think this is dumb as fuck? Because I can't be the only one, right? It's not as many of us as it is of them. We are the. You know what? If this was a comic book, we would be the X Men. We would be the ones that just they're different. Okay, that the rest of society is fearful of unless something bad happens and we happen to save the day. We're not going to save the day by breeding humanity into a savior so that people can have all the slaves they need. What are we gonna do? Oh, what are we gonna do now? We need y'all. Look, we need y'all breeding. The birth rate's plummeting. We don't give a fuck. Uh oh, what we gonna do now? Who else is gonna kiss our ass and make us feel important? Who we gonna shoot? Who we gonna shoot? Who we gonna show the passion of Christ to? To make them feel guilty if nobody watching. If the schools are empty, who we gonna teach how to be? Who we gonna teach how to dumb down and dull down their creativity and follow like fools? I mean, who's gonna who we gonna flick pennies to and have them competing over these bullshit ass jobs? I mean, who's gonna make the money for us so we won't have to make it? Who's gonna be our host so that we can remain pimps? We need them breeding. Ladies, hey, you need purpose in life. Huh? You're not a real woman if you're not, popping them out. Do your job, do your duty. And then when it gets that hopeless, that's when we got everything in place. You could turn to the church and bring your kids. They're going to need it down the line when shit goes wrong and they realize where they're at. Right? And everybody can rub your back and console you for doing the same shit you did. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know, it's difficult. And that's why we're going to turn around 9 months later and do it again. Because it's so stressful, man. You child free people get on our nerves. You think you're better than everyone, sitting around, drinking your water, eating your fruits and vegetables. Huh? What you need to be doing is, is leaning back in a recliner, in a massage chair. No, leaning back and hiking your leg up for what? To stretch? No, to do your duty in America. If okay, like whoa, whoa, why all the hostility? You guys are selfish. You're only thinking about yourselves. No, actually, ma'am, you're thinking about yourself. Because I bet you won't be hollering all those things when that kid turns 16 and they get hungry and hungrier and they need new shoes and they need dental and they need health. You wanna be on TikTok with bottles of red wine like it's cute, pouring big glasses with your rollers and your flip flops, getting on the kids' nerves because they're trying to make a TikTok and your ass is on there crying. I just wish that I could just I don't know, I just wish I could. But we're selfish. How are we selfish for not ruining people's lives? How? To create future voters and future, wage slaves and meat sacks from somebody's nutsack. Okay, and your pride and joy because you want to prove to people that your ovaries. Yeah, and guess what, guys? What? Guess what I did? Smell my finger. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the hell is wrong with these adults? You'll never guess what I did. Like, what are you? Are you 16? These are grown ass adults, y'all. Smell my finger. That's what. Guess what I did last night? I don't know. Created a plan for stability for yourself? No, stability. Who does that? I'm putting my trust in the president. Oh my god. Oh my god. What did you just say? I'm putting my trust in the president. I don't need to create stability for myself. We had these kids. We're going to be heroes. You guys are selfish. You're only thinking about yourself and your freedom. You guys must not like kids. Man, look, we're not trying to prove no points, but don't bring that shit over here. Now you've created a whole world of people who are wondering why they even were put on this earth. And they're looking at you. And you want to take the attention out for you. And that's why you keep putting the Passion of Christ up there every year. I mean, come on, it's 2025. You keep putting the Passion of Christ up there like nobody hasn't seen it before. Nobody would even know about this if you didn't teach it to them, which means they would be technically free. Animals are free because do you see people showing them the Passion of Christ? If everybody needed to see it, then when you have the animals sitting there watching it to show them who died for their sins, well, it's weird. If he died for our sins, you think it's okay to bring people back in sin? Oh, oh, oh. Shut up. We're doing a good thing. Everything on this earth, including the leaves on the trees, dies. Thanks. Thanks. You're so great. Thank you. You're awesome. Oh, and wait, before we get there, there's a couple of steps you got to take. Don't forget your voting stickers, and don't forget, that's not going to help you. Go through the motions like everybody else, like little robots. And for those sitting there looking at you like, why do you want us to do this? You get angry at us because we don't follow. We're not followers, and we never have been. We're not gullible. We're not dumbed down. We're not easily influenced. We don't want to create more slaves. Well, you're not a slave. You don't have on change. You can do whatever you want. All right, dumbass. Whatever. Anyways, slaves don't always have chains, dummy. Are you truly free? If you say yes, I promise you I can prove why you're not. We can do whatever we want. We can have our own house. We can have our own key. We can have our own cars. Is all that shit free? No, we gotta work for it. Exactly. Shut the fuck up. What happens if you don't pay? Well, we'll be on the streets. Exactly. Shut the fuck up. And what reason were you bringing more people here? So they can learn how to get a job. So they can learn how to get a job. Yeah, I think we're the aliens, and I don't think they want us to know. I think we look human, but our mindset is so alien. We are the unidentified ones. They can't understand us. And they don't want us to spread that mentality. We're not trying to influence anybody. We have these conversations amongst each other, and they come over in our spaces thinking that they're making somebody feel a certain way. We just laugh, literally laugh. Like that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio laughing at the ass. Okay? You guys see, wait till you get old and you don't have no slaves taking care of you. Like, we gonna have them in there, right, honey? Yep. That's what we had these kids for, to keep us out the nursing homes. But you guys are gonna be suckers. Bitch, I mean, excuse me. I'm so sorry. What I meant to say is no one leaves this, no one's gonna be in this earth forever. Not even you. So stop it. It's like that. This is what they sound like. We're gonna be the ones that's gonna be in this world forever. But you guys, see, you don't know what you're missing. You guys don't know what you're missing. You really are missing out, okay? On the frown lines and the crow's feet at early ages. The large bottles of wine until you fucking drink out the bottle. You say the hell with the wine glass, huh? Nights like that. Wiping your mouth with the back of your hand because it makes you feel free to get those 5 minutes to yourself. You're missing out on not being able to go to the restroom by yourself because everybody comes in. The movie Something About Mary. I mean, everybody, the whole house comes in. Watch. While you're sitting on the toilet, pooing, they need you. Even when you got shit on your hands, they still need you. Right? And you brag about that like it's something cute. Right? You guys don't know what you're missing, guys. We're really missing out. We're missing out, guys. We hate going to the restrooms by ourselves. We wish the whole world would come in there. Just watch us sit on this toilet. We wish we could have to hide in the closet to eat our snacks because everybody's eating them. We're missing out. Damn it, we're missing out. Damn. Missing out on sleep and bragging about how we only get 5 hours of sleep a week. 5 hours, not a day. Not 5 hours a day, silly. We only get 5 hours of sleep for the week. We got responsibilities that we pushed out. Huh? You guys think you're better than everybody. You're guys, so we're selfish guys. We're really missing out, man. Okay? We're missing out. All right? And we should be ashamed of ourselves thinking and shit with our brains. What's wrong with us? I mean, huh? Damn it. Shouldn't school had by now school should have made us dummies. How the hell are we still thinking, huh? What's wrong with us? I guess they get an F. I guess these teachers and these professors get an F most certainly because how are we still having our minds intact? Fuck. Fail. F. Guess we get an A. Okay? They looking at us like you're supposed to be dumbed down. How could you feel like you have purpose in your life? What do you do? How could you breathe? How can you eat without, you know, bringing somebody into this existence and setting them up for failure? I mean, why don't you want to bring someone here to teach them how to get a job? I mean, How to stun on these hoes? How to stun on these whores? What the fuck? Wait, what? This makes no sense. I mean, you should want to have like kids so that they can grow up and, you know, compete with other people and prove absolutely nothing. Man, we should be ashamed of ourselves, man. How dare we think deeply about this shit? How dare we decide to opt out? How dare we think and question everything? Well, religion should have shut us up years ago. Remember, don't question the creator. Just F and shut up. Get over there with the cows. The cows don't like when you do that to them either. Hey, if you start humping, you won't even know what's going on. Just get here, start F, just start humping around. Just right now, us child free people. Hey, let's just start humping the air, and then it get us in the mindset, right? I'm sorry. Let's go in the bathroom and sit on the toilet and just look around and be like, damn, man, I hate wiping my ass and no one is sitting there while I got my tissue in my hand. I mean, like, let's just start humping air, guys, right now. We're gonna show them. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Let's get practice in. We should be ashamed. Why aren't we making more slaves, man? What's wrong with us? Let's get to effing right now, guys, so that we can stay out of the nursing home. Come on, women, let's run out there like wild wolves. Men, hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, snap out of it. Get yourself together. Come on. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Let's get out there and just start humping, guys. All of us child free people. What are we thinking? We must have been out of our minds. So when we open our door, the first thing we see, hey you, I want to make some stupid ass choices. Come here. I want to be the one that drink big large bottles of wines late at night while I secretly cry, wishing that I had made better decisions. Huh? I want to be the one hiding in the closet just to eat a back box of Cheetos and have to hide it in a suitcase. I want to be the one to have to sit in my car just to have KFC and wipe my mouth and spray the car down so nobody knew. Just to walk in with ham sandwiches. What the fuck? Yeah, what is wrong with them? I want to be the one on TikTok with snot bubbles coming out of my nose, sitting in the car, looking into the camera while holding the camera up to my face while crying, while looking in the camera and pushing it closer to my face, like someone zooming in when it's really you doing it. No one's holding that camera. Ma'am, you're doing that. Stop it. It's like you don't have a cameraman. You're sitting in the fucking car with the car light on and you're pushing the camera closer and closer to your face so people can feel bad. We're missing out, man. Hey, y'all, let's start practicing. Let's go sit in our cars. If you don't have a car, it doesn't matter. Just, well, shit. At that point, that shit's gonna go wrong. Okay. Okay. We need to sit in there and we need to start recording ourselves and make sure we put the camera. Make sure that you got to put the camera all up your nose too. Okay. All right. And your hair has to be all over your head. And while you're snot bubbling and crying, telling people how difficult it is and how you wish you made better choices, at the same time, turn around and recruit people that they should be a parent. It's the best feeling in the world. Okay? While you're sitting in the car with a bottle of wine, you just gave the fuck up and just start drinking out the bottle, burping. Yeah, it feels like I'm in high school again. It's like I'm high school. You were drinking in high school. Oh, that was already a bad start. Okay, it's like I feel young again. I got the fire back. What the wait? Have y'all actually seen those TikToks? It's quite saddening to watch. And that's really going to get you excited. Okay, we don't know what we're missing, guys. Huh? Huh? I mean, we're the wrong ones. We're the jackasses, huh? I'm a jerk. I must have been a fucking fool, you know? Right? Let's get on TikTok. Let's practice and put the camera up our nostrils as our nose runs with swollen eyes and tell people it's the best feeling in the world, guys. While drawing is all over your walls, milk is spilled on the floor, boo boo is dragged all the way down the damn, and it's not puppies who did it. Okay, okay, and if all that's going on in the background, while they put the camera even closer to their face until eventually it's nothing but their eye in the camera because the camera is so close up to their face that you can see the breath of their mouth, of their from their mouth in the camera, and they're looking like help, help, but then they're like, it's the best feeling, y'all. Child free people, you guys are so fucking selfish. You can have all this, and then you look at the background. You can have all this. See, you're missing out, guys. Then they voice be cracking. You're missing out. Then all of a sudden they're like, man, I wish I would have just made different choices. But you guys, see, you got a chance to join us. Hmm? You don't need to get 7 hours of sleep. You only need 2 hours of sleep a week. It's no better feeling. Okay? It's no better feeling. And when you get that bundle of joy in your hands, okay? All right? Just like a cat, you're going to know what to do. Okay? Like Mama Cat, you're going to know exactly what to do. See, you got all this freedom. That's what's wrong with us, right? You got too much time. That's why you're thinking. Stop it. Breathe. Okay? Contribute something to society besides your brain cells. We don't need that shit. We don't need your damn inventions. Get on your back and F. Start it. What's wrong with us? Right? What is wrong with us? Yes, I'm being severely sarcastic, and it's going to get worse, but that's besides the point. Okay, ladies, let's take our underwear off and just run outside and throw our leg up. See what happens. Yeah, I guess. Dudes, hey, what's wrong with you? What you holding out for, bro? Get out there and make some woman a wholesome woman. This shit sounds so gross. We're going back in time and we're talking like we're fucking from the pilgrimage. Listen how people are sounding. I mean, it's P2025 Project 2025. They're sounding fucking weird. They're making us sound like we're from Salem. Okay, they're looking at us as if the men that are child free are the wizards and the women are the witches. That's how they act. They act like we're some witches. Okay, all right. They see us and they're having a hunt again. So what's next, Salem? Prove to me you want to breed. Show us you could change a diaper, and we might let you live. Like what? Show us your TikToks with your eyes swollen, sit in the cars drinking wine, and we'll believe you. Yeah, we may not. We need to make some of those videos just in case. There's some handmade and tail shit going on. We could just show them our TikTok, even though it's not real. We could be like, "See, this is me crying. Oh man, wow, you're one of us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're one of you. Yeah. Okay. Just in case, just in case we need that to get us out of some situations. Okay. This is horrible, y'all. What is the world coming to? To have purpose, you need to bring more people here so that they can have purpose. What? I don't. What? Mm-mm. I'm finding a way out this reincarnation wheel. I don't know about you all, but I'm so serious. I've been saying this shit since I was 6 years old. I didn't know about reincarnation or anything at that age, but I knew that I looked at my family and I was like, ugh, gross. And I was like, I can't. I'm sorry. Gross. This is not something I want to repeat. This is gross. Okay. And by the time I was 9, I was like, ew, there's no way. By 16, it was like, I'm like, ugh, it's no way. And what, by 20, fuck that. Okay. So it's solidified. You gonna change your mind. You just wait till you look around and you see you in a nursing home. And your kids ain't sitting up in the bed with you, staying in there with you every day, going nowhere else but with you. What they did they hear themselves? It's like you have kids, surely they're gonna leave their families and they gonna go in there with you and they gonna just stay in there with you. That's what it's all about. And you guys are gonna be missing out. You better get started. What the fuck? What? And they leave it like a cliffhanger, like that's going to persuade us. You're gonna have a house full of cats, and your dudes are just gonna have your PS5s. The dudes are like, "Oh, great, yes, this is awesome." I mean, you think you're threatening us? All you're gonna do is have your games in the end. They're like, "Wait a minute, guys, don't act too happy. Don't act too happy. Just act sad, act sad." Oh no! Whatever you do, we do not want to have our PS5. Please show us your ways. And the women, they're like, "You're gonna have nothing but cats." You're gonna look at those cats and you're gonna say, "Damn, I wish this was a blowout diaper. I wish it was shit in that thing so I can wipe it." You're gonna be miserable. When you see that cat using this litter box instead of a blowout, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I wish it was real shit there. I wish it was smeared. Damn it, man. We're gonna regret it, guys. We're gonna regret this. Okay? you know, we're gonna regret it. So we might as well prepare for it. Guys, look at your PS5 right now and say to yourself, ew, I need real purpose, man. Right? And just throw it out the window. Okay? I don't care how much you pay for it. Huh? We're jerks, right? All of us, the women, the men, we're jerks. I mean, women, if you have a cat or an animal, they could take care of itself, and that's why you want to do something for them because you look at their independence and you're like, wow, man, you guys are so ahead of the time. You look at them and you say, I can't believe that I chose you, right? When you look at your clean place, just say, I want to fuck this shit up. I don't like this, right? Throw your clothes all over the floor because that's what you're going to be getting. Oh, man. Hey, dudes, you won't be getting any more sleep. That's selfish. What you need to do is go out and any woman you see, hey, say, hey, I need meaning in my life. Let's breed. Okay? We don't need shit saved. All right? God's going to make a way for us both. Even though, oh, man. Honey, do we have any money saved? Hell no. Huh? We're doing society a favor. Let's just breed. And then you take that PS5 and you take your head and you smash it like a beer can. And you prove that to that woman just how serious you are. And you look her in the eyes, it's gonna be the most romantic thing she's ever seen. I choose. I want stress. F this game. All right. I want to make you happy. She's gonna respect you. She's gonna say, "Wow, he's serious." Right? You take your head like a dolphin and you smash your head against the PS5. And while your head is sort of bleeding a little bit and you end up with a knot, don't worry about that. She's going to look at that and take it as a sign of masculinity. And she's going to know you're father material. Okay? All right? And you run out and you just buy a bunch of diapers and you put that diaper on your head, slap shit out yourself, because that's how you're going to look at the years coming up. And women, you too. What you need to do is take all your clothes, the ones you like to wear, and you look that guy in his eye and you say, Sick of this shit. I don't want to fit this shit anymore. And you burn it. And you look him in the eye, you wink at him. I want to be a real woman now. All right? I want to be a real woman. Okay? And he's going to look at you and he's going to say, you know what? I knew you had it in you. Let's get out here and fuck up. Let's do it. All right? And blame the kids. Exactly. All right? Say it's the kids' fault. Make them feel guilty. We start saying that around the age of, let's wait until they're about 8. Start making them feel like it's their fault, right? Like they owe us. And just in case they happen to make it out of the fucked up decisions we've made, then they can take care of us because we say they owe us, even though we brought them here. Sounds like a deal. Let's do it. Guys, we're missing out, man. I mean, this is so shameful. I'm tired of just thinking things through. I'm trying to go be a follower, guys. Okay. Now, I know this sounds ridiculous because it is. Do they hear how they sound? Oh my fucking gosh, man. I just had to get that out my system. I'm sorry. Humanity is just disgusting, man. Okay? They act like sending a group of people out is going to make society all of a sudden turn into superheroes or something. Like, in the same shit. They've been doing this way before we were born, man. Every 4 years, they do the same stupid shit. They create a situation, act like someone's going to save it, the people, because they care about the people, not themselves. We're here to save our fucking self. I mean, we're here to save you guys. Sorry. I told you to turn the damn mic off. Okay. That's how they sound. In these political debates, they be telling on themselves. I think they forget the mics are on. We are here to keep ourselves rich. Sir, yeah, the microphone's on. Oh shit. Uh, roll the commercial. Dun, 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 dun. And now we're back. All right. I meant to say we care about the people. We care about your well-being. We genuinely care about. That's how they fucking sound. They're reading that shit on the teleprompter. You can tell because their eyes go still, and it just looks ridiculous. And if you elect me, I will make sure that you and your kids have a roof over your head. I promise you that if you at least contribute at least 2.5 offspring to this world, you'll still be fucked up and poor, but you'll feel proud about yourself. You'll look back over your life and you'll say, wow, I did this. I did this. It's going to be like a movie. Society's going to clap and then everybody's going to start clapping. You know, like the movies. And they're going to salute you. When you walk out that delivery room, the whole hallway is going to be lined up and it's going to be people all outside clapping. Yeah. Yeah, my yeah. They're going to clap for you as they roll you down. And when you go out, people are going to be cheering, standing on cars, losing it, man, smashing out windows because they're overwhelmed with happiness because you brought another person here. Hmm? Huh? And when you get home, they're going to have millions of dollars on your bed. You did it. You did it. Then Oprah's going to run out. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Hold on one second. What? This is how they make it sound. Huh? The whole world is going to find out. Ladies, what are we waiting for, huh? Let's get out here and bring some people here against their will. Let's fuck some lives up. Okay? Let's ruin some lives. The whole world's waiting on us. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. The whole world's waiting. The whole world's waiting on us, guys. They're waiting on us, and they can't go on without us. All right, let's shake that ass in a circle. Hmm? Let's do it for mankind. Let's do it for mankind. Okay. All right. We're doing it for people. We're doing it for the people. We have. That's our purpose. Nothing else. It's the reason we breathe. It's the reason you're breathing right now. You just don't know it. Let's do it for the people. All right. Men, women, let's get out there and make America great again. One bed at a time. The fuck out of here, bro. That sounds stupid. It's like the world is falling apart. But let's show them. Let's show them. Let's show them that we are citizens. Huh? Let's show them what this is all about. The world is sinking in front of us. And the only way to keep the ship afloat is by breathing. We're in a recession. You want to know what's going to be even better? Huh? Breeding in the recession. Show 'em, huh? Let's show them that we have purpose, man. Okay? Get out there and F, man. Put your books down. Close them up. I mean, you don't need any more education. F that. We're going to. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, man. This shit is so hilarious to me. It's and the one thing we need to be doing. Oh man, it's a recession, guys. This is the best time in history. It can be like a depression. It's a recession. You know, this happened before you saw photos and white photos. To see right before our eyes. This is dying. Yo, what is wrong with people? You know this happened before, right? Remember the child labor laws didn't come into existence until later. Remember those pictures? I doubt if they still have them. They're trying to erase history so we won't know. Remember how sad those kids look? They had like the charcoal on their noses and the little hats. I don't know what they used to call them. And it's just looking like they were full grown adults. And they were like 5. And they had babies in a basket for sale. Like that was cute. Remember that? There were no rules. They worked them. Okay? Smoking cigarettes at young ages back then, it didn't matter. Alright? Because they were stressed the fuck out. No, this was families with 10 sisters and brothers. And no one could stop them. You once you pop, you can't stop. Pringles. Right? That should be the Pringles commercial. that many times before. You could tell that P Project 2025 is under effect. The Handmaiden's Tale is now in effect. Okay, and it's time. It's time. In the middle of a recession, we should be thinking about breathing, putting yourself into a deeper hole. That's real smart, guys. It's real. Hey, huh? Huh? Point to your head. What's up there? Huh? What's up there? It doesn't matter. You want to know why? Tap the side of your head and remember what's in it. What's in there? A brain is in there. Huh? No one wants to use it. And the way this world's going, no one's going to have to. They want they want artificial intelligence to be intelligent and they want the people to be dumb. Huh? Okay. They want to create the robots to be smart and the people to be dumb and slaves to the robots. Hey, the humanity, this is what we created. Now, why are they so in the middle? Because like they need a sense of urgency. If you're bleeding in the middle of a recession, that's going to make you stressed out and it's going to put you on edge because you're going to be desperate to do stuff. They need you more desperate, especially women. What are you doing smiling? Bet you wouldn't be smiling if you were stressing. You're selfish. How dare you smile? Wipe that off your face. It's time to if. This shit is getting on my nerves. This rim is so. It's just the dumb. This is the dumb rim. I'm sorry. You have that like tree of life, right? You could tell this is the dummy rim. This is the rim where your genitals eventually. It should turn into a scary movie where people's genitals end up taking them out. One movie called Teeth. Remember that when it was like teeth for the women with some teeth down there. They should have one where the dude balls wrap around his neck because he can't control himself, and it's like he end up getting taken out by his own balls because they just overgrow and just wrap around him like a python, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And one for the women where she can't control herself, so her own coochie it attacks her. Ah, what's happening? And then people open the door, they see her getting attacked by her own coochie. Dun, 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 and then the dude's over there with his stuff wrapping around his whole body. Whoa. And then she called a scary movie Genitals. Dun, breeding. They made one called Sarah, and I guess it was a little too realistic. So like, hey, whoa, 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 whoa! That they're catching on to something. It was two more movies. I forgot the name of them, but it was extremely, extremely realistic. Okay, it made people think. They didn't make that as widely known as other movies because it was a deep ass movie. I have to find it. And it was one where similar to Handmaid's Tales, but it was more realistic. Like it was like a handful of people left, and they were in outer space. All the humanity had gone extinct except for them. And somebody decided to breed on the damn ship out there. Fuck it up for everybody, right? So they should have one called I Can't Control Myself. And it should be a horror movie. And it start out with a TikTok, with them on TikTok, pushing the kids out the way. Get out of here, man. No one wants to hear that. Let your parents get up here, drunk as hell. Hey, hey guys, on the kid channel. Hey. It's toys in the background. Their parents up there. Whoa, hey guys, it's us. What the fuck is kid? It's toys in the background. Why are you hijacking your kids' TikTok? Remember, for years they were like, we don't want these kids having TikTok because we want to be on there. Get them out of here, man. This is we want to hijack it. We want you hearing what we're going through. It's a blessing, guys. It's a blessing. It's stressful as hell. It's a blessing. You guys don't know what you're missing. It's like they be glitching in the recession. Let's bring more people here. Let's introduce, show them what this world's all about. Let's F their life up. Huh? Let's make it so bad, we create even more child free people and then blame them for our fuck ups. Excuse me. Didn't mean to use profanity, but the way this is going, that's going to be the least of your worries. This is disgusting, man. They're creating all these red rummers, all this crime. This is what they're bringing out of their bodies. It's a blessing. It's the best thing. It's the best gift you ever have. It's a blessing. Don't worry. Don't worry. God's gonna make a way for you. We just gotta make a way to the bed. All right. All we gotta do is take the first step. Let's get bucket naked. What? I mean, oh, sorry. All we gotta do. You all, it could be fire falling from the sky. That would not stop people from breeding. The world could literally split open from under their damn feet. They'd run over and be like, like what the fuck? The animals would run for shelter. The people would be finding a way to breed, even though the world is ending. What in the hell is wrong with people? If this that should be a part of the Squid Games. Whatever you do, just hold off for breeding for a little bit, and you'll live. You'll win the money. What will they do? Breed and get their heads blown back. Pow! It could be a blizzard. The world could ice over, where it's like 9 degrees below zero. And instead of getting warm, instead of getting warm, instead of making sure you have the right amount of food in your fucking cabinet, if they only had 1 can of fucking green beans left, someone would say to themselves, "You know what? We only got 1 can of beans in the cabinet. Let's breed. Where in the fuck is the kids going to get the milk from? No worry, she can make it out of her own body with 1 can of green beans. Where's she going to get the nutrients from? Come on, get the people aren't the brightest, but we have animals on leashes to take them to use the bathroom. They can do that themselves, but you want to make it seem like you have purpose, so you act like you're teaching them how to be an animal when they're already an animal while you have no clue about how to be a human. Your purpose is given to you by effing and breeding, but you want to be an animal trainer. They don't have presidents. They don't have religion, do they? Oh gosh, I can't take this. Y'all, it's been real. For those who have heard this, I hope you enjoy it. I'll be making more soon, in these days coming up. But I had the comment section open, so that means whoever was watching most likely weren't subscribed. But it's okay. Just subscribe, so you'll be able to do it later. If you didn't like what I was saying, that's cool. But this isn't for those who did not. It isn't. I'm not trying to make you understand. I don't want you to understand. This is for the people who know what I'm talking about. Because I'm sure you're seeing where this world is headed. It's only going to get more goofier, y'all. People are going to be dumbing down all over the place. Dumbing it down. They want you to take your brain and throw it in the damn bin to prove to them that you don't give a f, right? Then they want you to slap the hell out of yourself while looking at them, so you can prove that you don't care and you're going to do what they say. They want slaves. They don't want you to be free. What would this world be like if people had true freedom? They don't even want you to even think about that. All they want you to do is be happy with your condition of slavery and think it's good enough to bring more people and pass that down on the fucking wheel of being a slave. And they want you content. They want you bragging about your position in the slave realm. I have a different title in my job, so I'm a high level slave. I'm well liked in my career field, and I still have to pay for all of these things just to keep these things going. I don't give a damn if you're the richest person in the world. Stop being the richest person in the world and see what happens. High level slaves. You have the obvious slaves, the ones who were birthed into this world knowing they didn't have shit. And then you have the ones who are unaware that they're slaves because they have authority over the ones who were taught to be slaves. They just have more money. But in the end, I mean, the graveyards have rich and unrich out there. Similar stories, but different versions of it. One will tell a more polished story depending on how much money they have, and one will tell the more raw story, but never really learn from it because they do it again. So it's weird, you know. And the reincarnation wheel continues. There's a picture of the graveyard. Then it's a kid crawling. No, then it's the woman is prego. It's the graveyard. Then all of a sudden you see this woman prego. Then you see the kid crawling. Then they stand up. Then they get taller. Then they become an adult. Then they become a young adult. Then they become a middle-aged adult. Then they become an old adult. Then it's the picture of the graveyard again. Then the prego woman. Then the kid again. Over and over and over and over and over like the butterfly effect. Okay? Over and over. Like Groundhog's Day. Does something sound weird about this? Do you ever just wonder why this shit is the way that it is? Like all of it, like this earth, where did it really come from? Why are people content with just this realm? Why are they content with doing the same shit over and over? Why do they celebrate these damn goofy ass holidays like it's their first time doing it? We never seen this before. Dun 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 dun. Spin 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 spin. Next year, here comes taxes. You're gonna be looking dumb again. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Doesn't anybody ever wonder about this shit? I do. I'm like, was this some badass science experiment gone wrong? Who are the bigwigs behind this, keeping this shit really going? What's going on? What is this shit? And why? If people are the ones that's really destroying the world, why do people keep bringing more? Like, what's really going on here? If people say they love heaven so much and they can't wait to get there, why would they bring people here, pulling them from heaven while leaving them in hell that you brought them in? But so you could brag about everybody, they made it in, they took you out, but they made it back, and they'll be back too. Because it's going to be someone that wants to give a gender reveal again. I wonder who that is. Okay. Man, please. I have another one, and you should see. I think it's up there. I think I have it scheduled for the 11th about Jeebus. So that's going to be the next video on maybe Saturday. I'll see. Maybe Saturday, maybe Friday. I don't know. And boy, you're going to get an interesting video there. Stay awake, stay focused, and stay shaking haters off. Until next time, peace.